Oh, hey. For today's video, it's going to be a cave-only video, so let's get right into that. So I spawned inside my little cave, and luckily for me, there was a tree right there. I needed to add a tree prior to starting so I could, actually be able to progress. I couldn't just go mining with my fists. Although, that would be a funny idea, but this would be an hour-long video, and I'm not doing that. So I mined this nice tree and made myself a crafting table and a wooden pickaxe. I then went ahead and mined up some cobblestone so I could make myself some stone pickaxes instead, because I do not like wood, especially after my last video. Wood only challenge, you should go watch it. Pretty please. Anyways, I made my stone pickaxe and instantly went for some iron, so here's a little segment I'm gonna call Mining Iron segment. I got a good amount of iron, so I went ahead and smelted it all by going back and making a furnace. While I waited for the iron to smelt, I went ahead and made some torches as to make sure no mobs would spawn. Didn't want no creeper coming up behind me and killing me. I also got myself some more coal, because, why not? After my iron was done smelting, I made myself an iron pickaxe and a shield for myself. Once I got those made, I thought it'd be a good idea to make a little cave house for myself, so I'm not so vulnerable out here. So I went ahead and started mining for some material for my house. Nothing too fancy, just whatever's around me. But while I was mining for house material, I noticed a tree sapling I planted has grown, so I went to go mine that. But there was a dumb creeper there, so I had to go take care of that first. Once it was removed, I cut down the beautiful little tree and got myself some more wood. Anyways, I continued mining for material and came out with this. A beautiful house, yes. And it does have 3 doors. Looks better than 2, I know. Either way, since I was done with my house, I decided to try and plant more trees and see if they'll all grow in this cave. It would be nice to have a nice cave tree farm, after all. Since I did that, and now had an iron pick, I went ahead and looked for a spot to mine. Found this cavern, but I was too scared to go in there, so I opted for my own mining staircase to mine for diamonds instead. Started getting deeper into my staircase and stumbled upon another cave that wasn't as deep as the last one, so I decided to look around. I jumped down and took fall damage, and then there was a creeper behind me. He blew up and I took damage, which wasn't good since I don't have a food source yet, so I can't regenerate as of right now. But anyways, I looked around and just mined some iron and gold that was nearby. I got back to work on my staircase and made it down to Y-56 to mine for diamonds. I mined for a bit, but I eventually got bored of mining 2 blocks, so I went back up to make myself a trapdoor to go worm mode and mine 1 by 1 instead. I made it back up to my house and went and made some trapdoors and a new pickaxe since my current one is getting old. Also, there was a skeleton invading my home space, so I went and killed him. There was also a little slime ball just sitting there. Poor little slime, probably just jumped and died. But anyways, I went back to my mine and I got into worm mode and headed off for diamonds. When I did find diamonds, I was pretty happy. It was a 5 vein also, so that was good for me. I took the diamonds and went back to my house. I used the diamonds to make a new pickaxe so I could get to the nether. And if you haven't noticed, I am starving right now, and I'm hoping that in the nether I can kill some big pigs for something to finally eat. Firstly though, I need to get some obsidian. So I went and made a bucket, grabbed some water, and headed to a lava source to make myself some. I got to a lava source and I poured the water down on it to make myself some obsidian and started mining away. Once I got enough, I headed back up and made my nether portal. I jumped into the nether and the first thing I wanted to do was hopefully find something to eat because I was still very hungry. Luckily, there were some red mushrooms nearby, so I grabbed those. And all I needed now was some brown ones so I could make some mushroom soup. So I went looking for some. Sorry that it's probably hard to see, but I did find some on soul sand nearby, so I might have pathed them so I could make me some food finally. Once I got to the island, I took all the mushrooms that were there, and then also took some gold nuggets and quartz, for no reason really, just wanted them. I saw some glowstone, so I went ahead and mined that so I could have some more light sources at my house. The sound of glowstone's really nice, I know. Anyways, after that I headed back home so I could eat. After I enjoyed some food for once, I went ahead and placed some glowstone around my place so it can be lighter. I noticed a large pool while placing my glowstone, so maybe that could be a spot for fishing, if I can get a rod, that is. But firstly, I wanted to get some more iron so I could have some armor and some more tools if need be. So here's some more mining for you. There's a lot of mining in this video today, but hey, I did start in a cave, so I got my iron anyways. So I went ahead and just went back to my house and smelted it. Since I had a bit, I went ahead and went AFK for it to finish smelting, so I didn't have to stand here all day. Once it was all done smelting, I went ahead and made myself a full iron set of armor, so I wasn't so vulnerable when I went outside my house. I equipped my armor and got a nice little shot of myself looking nice and fancy. Now that I was feeling more confident with iron armor equipped, I decided to go back to that large cave I found and explore it. When I got down there, I noticed a lot of mobs, especially creepers, so I went ahead and killed them and used the creepers to my advantage by having them blow up other mobs for me. So here's a little mob montage for you. A little short, but the creepers did a lot of work for me. Thank you, creepers. Either way, I looked around the cave a little bit while placing glowstone, and the whole place was very empty. It was even right next to my mining staircase, so this was kind of a waste of time, but at least I did it. So I went back up to my place and decided to go back to the nether and check it out again. And hopefully find some big boy pigs for some meat to eat. And that sounds kind of wrong. Anyways, I got to the nether and started looking for these pigs. So I needed to find a red biome first. Along my journey, I found some things like this very large tree and a lot more red mushrooms. And right next to the mushrooms was a red biome, but it was super small, so nothing was really spawning there. So that's awesome. Like, it was literally just a small chunk the size of my cave. Like, there was nothing here. I don't know why this is even in the nether. But either way, I continued my journey for pig meat, and even found a baby zombie riding a chicken. I tried to kill the chicken for meat, but I accidentally hit the baby like an idiot, so I had to run. Luckily, I ran to a red biome right there, so I guess it worked out for me. But it didn't really, since I started to get chased by everything, and I had to jump so I didn't die to all of them. Luckily though, a lot of them started to fall to their death, which was pretty nice, and I wasn't going to have to fight them all. I decided to jump down and run for a spot to farm for mobs, but I started to get my butt kicked by a zombie pigman from behind. I got really close to dying here, but luckily I killed both of them that came up to me, and I bumped myself off so I was safe and I wasn't going to get hit anymore. But now I needed something to eat as to regenerate health, and I didn't have enough stuff to eat. So I tried to get some of the big pigs to come over so I could kill them for meat. It worked, but I again got close to death since they could still somewhat hit me. But I eventually got enough meat to regenerate enough, and I just ran out of there since I was having none of this right now. Good thing for me, after all of this, I actually found a lot of brown mushrooms as well, so now I actually had food to make instead of using pork and risking my life. After I got the brown mushrooms, I made myself some soup and ate it away to regenerate fully, and hiked it back to the nether portal to get back home, because I was not having fun here. And then yeah, there was a creeper right there when I spawned, as you can see, and blew up my portal inside my house, and don't even know how it got there, but that was really nice. Either way, I rebuilt my stuff, and then I made an oven for my pork, so I don't have to eat it raw anymore. Cooked it up, and enjoyed myself some cooked meat. I was pretty happy about that. Once I ate the pork, I decided to go back down to my mine and mine for some diamonds to see if I could get some armor. I was mining for some time, but I eventually started gathering up some diamonds, which is nice. And then I got more diamonds, and more, and more. Until I had 30 diamonds, and then I decided to head home towards the light and crawl all the way back. Oh! Sorry. It was a very, very long crawl. Anywho, I got back up to my house and made a diamond armor and replaced my old iron armor. I then decided to make a nice little spot for my iron armor to just keep myself humble. After that, I decided to go into the nether to find myself another fortress and some ender eyes. I mean, pearls, but you know. I'm going to go a little quick for this one since I do not like the nether. So, here's me farming some ender pearls. And here's me farming for some blaze rocks. And now I'm back home. Fun. If you can't tell, I'm getting a little bit tired of this run. So I kind of want to finish it real quick. Which is why I'm now going to go ahead and look for the stronghold. I mined in the direction of the Eye of Ender, and luckily for me, like, thank God, the stronghold was actually pretty close. So I didn't have to mine for that long, nor use too many of my ender eyes. I went ahead and mined up all the bookcases that I found in the library, and then lit up the portal for myself. After I did that, I decided to go back really quick and enchant something, since I now had a lot of books. I enchanted my pickaxe, hoping for something good, but I got Unbreaking 3, only Unbreaking 3, which is awesome. Now, clearly I was a little upset about this, so I wanted to take it out on something, so I decided to test my luck and go fight the Ender Dragon and, you know, beat it to a pulp for giving me such bad enchantments. So I jumped into the end portal and just went on my way. Now, I didn't realize this going there. I was just getting a little cocky, but I didn't realize I had no bow and no arrow. But I did bring a water bucket for the Enderman, so I decided to use that water bucket to water climb up to the pillars and destroy all the crystals first. So here's a little montage of me doing that. Once that was done, I started wailing on the dragon whenever I could. I almost died here, but survived. I eventually got her low and killed her. Yay! So I beat Minecraft, starting from a cave only. Now this video was pretty fun to make, but it got a little hard at the end there, which is why I'm kind of rushing it here. Sorry for that, but this video was killing me, and I just wanted to get it over with, but hopefully my next video is a little more peaceful, you know. But thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Bye.